What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto here, and we are talking about HBAR today. We're going to talk about HBAR. Yes, I am at a side angle. I have a precarious placement, man. I normally have my laptop plugged in through this extension cord that hooks up over there, and then I can get on my desk and just look straight forward, and my laptop's on my desk, so I don't have to be looking down like this. But long story short, I have to plug it into the nearest outlet, which is right over here, and I have to be placed like this and have it in my lap. I don't have it on my desk, so I'm at a different little format view, but we're going to do the TA same as always. We're doing HBAR today at the request of Mr. Racecar. Racecar, this one's for you. I meant to do this sooner, man, but I'm sure you knew my overall stance on the markets, so hopefully you were expecting this drop. We did have, you can see here, top to top here, you had a double top, but really it was a bearish divergence in price on the daily. And, I mean, we had quite the move after that, did we not? Man, volume's building. Volume is building as you're moving up. That's nice. All this is a higher low. I truthfully think HBAR looks good, man. Wow, you bounced right off that purple line. You held it. Let's see how you do. It'd be nice to get some continuation out of here. You don't have to move up immediately, but over the next week, I would really like to see this thing not get below the purple line. If you do, you're at that point in time, I would say that you're probably breaking out of this uptrend, and you might be looking to go somewhere down here at around about 4.3 cents, maybe even 4.6 cents, maybe even lower than this low. It's possible, but overall, I think if you have a low here, you have this low here, I think you would just form a higher low if that was to happen. But at the moment, just looking at this, from a rough first look, very strong looking RSI. You have hidden bullish divergence with the lower low here, but a higher low here. That could be invalidated if you get a day to close below. I would say if you get a day that closes below 5.63 cents, then I would be worried. Then, I would be worried that you are going to go below this. You probably will break out of this trend to the downside. And, you'll start another move down again. Probably a higher low than this, but maybe somewhere around 4.3 cents. You'll drop like a whole cent and a half or something like that. Let's look at it on the weekly real quick. Yeah, that's a hell of a week, man. Very bearish looking week. Kind of like a blow off top to end this move up. That very well could be the end of it itself. But overall, man, you kind of look like you're in this W, right? Like you've got a nice looking, I'll show you here, right? You've got this W pattern potentially. Let's measure the fibs here and see what you got. It also kind of looks like an Adam and Eve. Yeah, if you guys have been watching the channel, you know that I talk about this throughout many charts. This little sweet spot right here between the 618 and the 69, you actually went just above it, which also coincides with a previous area of resistance that you had here, right? Right there, there's the weekly closing high. You also had a wick back here, a couple wicks back here. You even held it as support when you're at the top of this range. So you kind of found resistance in that same area, so that just makes sense. It's a first pass thing. I don't think this means that you're going to see lower lows. Again, I would expect that overall you will see higher lows. I don't think you're going to touch this trend line. Maybe you do, but if you do, maybe at the lowest you go to like 4.2 cents, something like that. I'm actually very confident that if you do break out of this ascending channel that you're in right now, which it's starting to look like you might actually, you're not going to go too low. You're really just going to form a higher low overall, and it'll just look good. But it'll give you an opportunity to buy probably below 4.5, 4.6 cents. Maybe not even that low. Maybe you only go to like just below 5 cents there. You might honestly just go below 5 cents here. That's a previous area where you found resistance right at the 236 there. It'd be nice to see a bounce right there. Let's look at the weekly RSI. Yeah, man, you're above the 50, looking strong on the RSI, man. You're looking real good. You have a nice uptrend in the RSI as well. I like it. Overall, just maybe in the short term you go down a little bit. That's okay though. That's okay. Let's see what you look like on a monthly basis here. I normally go from the monthly and then work my way down, but we're going from daily to monthly. Found a little resistance on the 236. You found support on the 0.69. I do think that this thing is going to be fine. I really do think it's going to be fine. You probably overall are making moves up to the 10 cents area, and when you get up there, you're probably very likely going to go to this 618 up at 20 cents there or so, maybe even higher. The sweet spot does go from 20 cents to 23.7 cents. And if you can react with this in a positive way, breaking through it on the first go, or even if you reject it, you come back through and break through it on the second attempt, finding support on the 382 or the 0.5 or something like that after a rejection, you would very much look to see an extension at the 1272 or the 1618. I wonder, is this the chart to be using? I just went off of the Binance one, but let's see here. Looks like it's got more data than Coinbase. HBAR USD. We'll go to crypto here. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. We'll use the Binance one. Yeah, that's totally fine. Volume is increasing, and you're not moving down, you're not moving up. You're kind of having neutral price action. On a weekly you are in an uptrend. Man, that's a lot of volume on this week. That is a lot of volume. That kind of doesn't look good, to be completely fair. It kind of doesn't look good. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how this thing develops. Sometimes you get scary wicks and it doesn't really amount to anything. Because again, even though this week was the most volume that you've ever seen in 1 week on this chart, which is saying something because this is the Binance chart, with the most volume in the world for crypto. Most of that volume did come. I say it came on the upside, but you got a pretty big wick here. Let's see. Let's look at the 4-hour here. I don't know, man. I don't know. It looks like there is a lot of selling, a lot of distributing going on. You got some nice bearish divergence here. No wonder that you had this move down. I really do think in the short term you do want to go down. Let's just keep it at what I was saying originally. I think that you do go a little bit lower at first. Just for a temporary time frame, I would think that you do break out of this uptrend that you're in now. Really look for a day to close below here. If you get a day that closes below 5.63 cents, then I think it's on. I definitely do think it's on. I think you will even take out this low over here. But will you take out this low? Maybe, maybe not. Will you take out this low? I'm not so convinced. I'm not quite certain on that. Let's see what you would do from bottom to top here. You would probably, yeah, man, the 618 to the 69 is below this low, but you're not below this low here. That's right below 5 cents. I bet you do see something like that. And then you'll continue this move upwards, is my expectation at the moment. That can change. If you get a day that closes below 4.58 cents, that could spell some trouble. If you get a day that closes below that really could spell some trouble. But it's not all over. But I just personally wouldn't want to see that if I was holding HBAR. If that was the case, then you actually might end up going lower. You might not have found your lows for this cycle, and that would not be a good look in itself, because you did, from top to bottom here, you did find a rejection off of the 618 on your first pass. If you somehow were to get, again, below these lows and you're making your way down here, it could start to look like you're going to see a move that is based off of this overall fib range. Come on now. I got to get it. Which would take you to the extensions of this fib range, which would be, at a minimum, below this low here. That would be all the way down at 3.3 cents, maybe even 2.68 cents, which is possible. I think that is something to pay attention to for sure. But let's see how you act with this little sweet spot here. Let's see if you do end up breaking these lows. I'm not under that impression at the moment, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. At the moment, I stand by what I said in the beginning. I think overall you're in good shape. This does, just from a price perspective, it does look like you sold off, and now you're kind of moving sideways. You've got higher lows. You even got a higher high over here, right? You're probably just going down to make a higher low, and then you'll go up to make a higher high. That's probably what's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll pay attention to it. If you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.